Hello, this is Danielle Burnock from DanielleBurnock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive, that lady on the internet who loves you. And I want to ask you today, do you pick on yourself? Do you pick on yourself? You know what it means to pick on someone. You know, if you had any siblings or any time in your life, and you pick on people sometimes to play with them, but a lot of times you pick on people because they bother you and irritate you. And so do you pick on yourself? Do you say things to yourself that are not nice? Do you call yourself names? When you do something that you're less than happy with, do you go, dummy? Or or do you even just think it? Sometimes we don't even say the things out of our mouth when we're picking on ourselves. We think it. And thinking it is just as detrimental to our soul as speaking it. We can't say, well, I didn't say it. Well, you thought it. And so what if, instead of picking on yourself, you did something I called picking yourself? And what do I mean by that? Well, I recently published an article on my blog that I had written for Thrive Global before called The Beauty and Power of Picking Yourself. And I was inspired for this article by an article by Jeff Goins talking about picking yourself. That's where I got the term, was picking yourself. And it's about, we get sidelined. We feel unworthy. We feel dismissed and diminished, or we diminish ourselves or dismiss ourselves, and we pick on ourselves, and we wait for someone to pick us. Almost like, when you were growing up at school, chances are you played games, and chances are they had team captains and they picked them. I don't know if they still do that now. Maybe they do it evens and odds or certain letters or something like that. I don't know if they do that. But I know when I was growing up, and even when my kids were growing up, there'd be captains, and you pick different people to get on your team. And the point of that is an attempt to try and be fair. And so that's beautiful. The want to be fair, that desire to be fair is a beautiful thing. But what if you were always the last one picked? I've heard so many stories of people, how that just wounded their soul, because through that process, it was supposed to be a way to show fairness, instead wounded their heart by putting them last all the time. And you are not last. You are not last. You matter. You have great value. And whether you were picked last all the time or you were picked first all the time, it doesn't matter. You have value in and of yourself. It's not whether you were picked first or picked last. What you need to do is pick yourself. And what that means is to see your value and honor it. Honor that you have value. You have value right where you are, whether you have so many things going for you or whether you're struggling. You have great value in and of yourself, and you can choose to see that value and honor it, and recognize that you have gifts and talents in you. And if you don't see them, you can go looking for them, or even have people help you find them, because you do have treasure in you, because God made you and He made you beautiful. And when we pick on ourselves, picking on ourselves is ugly. And we shame ourselves, and that's ugly. But when we pick ourselves, that's a beautiful thing. And when we honor our value, that is a beautiful thing. And where does the power come in? The power comes in with you making the choice to pick yourself. You deciding that, yes, I have value. Yes, I matter. In fact, stop right now as you're listening to me or watching me, wherever you're seeing this, and stop right now and say, I have value. And then do it again, only insert your name. Did you do it? I'll do it with my name, and you do it with me, okay? Danielle, you have value. Okay? And do that. Say that every day. If you have struggled with that, when you say that the first time, you kind of like go, that feels kind of weird. Keep doing it. It doesn't mean that you're better than everyone else. It means that you have value, inherent value in you. And it's a beautiful thing for you to take ownership of that value. And when you use your power to take ownership of your value, when you use your power to own the beauty of having that value, that will give you more power to do things in your life because you'll start to see yourself as capable. You'll see yourself differently if you will start picking yourself. So I encourage you to do that. Start picking yourself. And if you want more details on that article, go to my website, DanielleBernock.com. It's BERNOCK. And put in the search bar, Beauty and Power, and you'll find that article and you can read it, and it will give you much more detail so that you can do that because you are beautiful and you are powerful. So until next time, I'm Danielle Bernock at DanielleBernock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive by picking yourself, and I love you.